Welcome everybody to Las Vegas Motor Speedway here for race number 6 in the ERA Winston Cup Series. It's been an awesome 5 weeks, I will have to say. The racing has been great. This will be a challenge for a lot of the drivers because this is probably one of our faster / tighter racetracks on the circuit. As so far we have 15 drivers here today ready to tackle this track. Been a big week here as we had an announcement of a new ERA Pro Series which will feature the A-Class vehicles on Monday nights. This series will act as the feeder series to that league, as all the new drivers that will be up and coming will be coming straight through the Winston Cup Series in order to get to the Pro Series. We'll have more details on that as the weeks go. As at the point you're getting scenic shots from the track as the drivers are doing the final practice before the race. As Vegas has been a fast track of these cars, you've been able to hold it wide open through the corners for a good couple of laps, which has been crazy, as so not used to that compared to the other cars. Again, little plug here. This league runs on Tuesday nights. This is a league designed for beginning drivers. We'll take you A-Class all the way to rookie class, as this league is designed to help drivers learn, and a lot of the drivers within the league that you could ask right now has probably learned a lot, as we've had a few tell us within one session they learned more in that one session than they have their entire time on iRacing, so we take pride in that. Anyway, Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. is the room open. We do a 50-minute practice and a 10-minute qualify. Green flag will be at 9 p.m. The races are normally over by 10:30. We strive to make them as quick as we can to get people in bed or whatnot. And now let's get to it. Let's get to your starting lineup for today's race, brought to you by the iCar Sports Network. And we would like to congratulate this week's pole winner, Brian Wright, on his qualifying time, as he grabs the pole here for Las Vegas and qualifies for the Winston here in a couple weeks. So congrats to him. And now here is your starting lineup for today's race. Again, as we said on the pole, Brian Wright. This is his first ERA Series pole. And again, qualified for the Winston. He is alongside Adam Musso. Musso has been quite, has had some good finishes here recently here in the ERA Series. As last week at ISM or Phoenix, whatever you want to call it, he did come in ninth. So he's been rattling off the top 10s lately. Normally he lays right there in the weeds, and now he's finally got a really good qualifying effort. I believe his best start of the season. Really should have wrote that down. Anyway, row number 2, we have Michael Cinzi. As again, this is one guy that if he doesn't have a win this season, I will be surprised. As the number 92 has the best finishing average finish of a 3.8 at this point. He did finish second last week at Phoenix. He was running the leader down, but he just ran out of laps. Currently second in points, 39 down from Jonathan Christopher. We have a newbie here. We have Jacob Prince, one of the rookies in the 88. He's joining us this week. Don't know really much about him. I believe he started in one of the iCar series a while back. Just didn't see much of him. So hopefully he'll have a good run today and be able to give us something to talk about. And here we have points leader Jonathan Christopher, who came in third last week, currently holding the 39-point lead over Michael Cindy. I believe he's the only guy that's qualified in the top 5 for every race so far this season. Michael Cindy might be the one that almost has him beat, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really sure. We got another new driver here, Tyler Booth, in the number 91. We have a slew of new rookies joining us this week, so bear with me. So hopefully Booth can back up a solid 6th place qualifying run with a good run showing at the end of the day. The next row we have Chikala Kowsey, who has been on a tear here lately, just trying to stay alive. He finished 6th at ISM. Again, we've documented his story here recently. He started dead last in points after having a dismal Daytona 500, and he has worked his way all the way to 8th position in the points at this moment. So good for him as he looks to keep going up. That's the name of the game here. He's alongside Jonathan Easton. Easton's been making starts here and there. I believe he started last week and came home 5th. He had good speed on the short run. He just kept falling off on the end. Currently, as we're running, Easton is 14th in the standings. As we get to our next row here, we have Brian Swafford, who we last seen at Dover, making his 2nd start of the season. Brian Swafford is currently 23rd in the standings. And right beside him, we have another new guy, Brian Niels, another rookie candidate in number 7. I believe he tried to make a start at ISM and had some PC issues. Hopefully he has those solved. As we get to our next driver here, we have the 69 of Anthony Palumbo, who won last week. And he is starting outside the top 10 this week. So winner one week, terrible qualifying effort the next. Palumbo should be able to manage and get up front as he always does. Besides him is probably our lead Rookie of the Year candidate right now, Frank Dawson. Dawson, this is probably one of his worst qualifying efforts of the entire season. Currently sitting, I believe, 7th in the standings. He is our highest rookie in points at the moment. Next row we have Kenneth Yance, as last week he got his best finish of 8th as he showed some signs of life into the season, as he is currently 12th in the standings at the moment, so he is on the rise as he gained 3 spots last week. Let's see if he can gain some more momentum going into the later part of the season. Beside him is another new rookie, Ryan Jones, in the number 2 in the Skull Bandit Oldsmobile, as he's looking to get his feet wet in this series, and we wish him luck, along with all our other rookies. Rounding out the grid, I can't believe I'm saying this, John Eric Deacon went from winning the 500 to he's been kind of slipping here recently, as he is currently 3rd in the standings, tied with Brian Wright at 86 points back. He actually finished 13th last week, as he was had a little bit too many incidents, so to speak. And hopefully he's looking to bounce back again this week. And that is your starting lineup for today's race. As right now, we're going to get to the commands to fire the engines. Short.
Race fans, it's time now for the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome our Grand Marshal, Sony recording artist, Kelly Clarkson.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
As we have now received the commands to fire the engines. Here for race number 6. $85 laps. I will say this: 2 fast repairs. I believe we have a 70% fuel, so we will have to make green flag stops. I believe we have about 4 or 5 rookies in the field this time, so a lot of new faces. Very excited about that. You're going to hear a lot of details about the A-Car series as we're running. I'll be dropping some more hints to our series coming on Monday nights after this season. As the pace car is off, and we are green and racing right, gets a pretty decent start. He's going to lead them into turn 1 with the lead. That's Wright's looking to lead lap 1. Let's look further on back. As Shikawa gets loose, that's going to be a caution. As he got loose, it just slid it into the corner, and it looks like that will be caution number 1. Very violent wreck. As it looked like he just got below the apron. Rough start for Towsey here for lap 1. It looks like we had Palumbo. It looks like Jans got the worst of it. Looks like Jans literally crashed in the wall hard. As they were able to go. Again, we have 2 fast repairs in this league. It's built like that for newer drivers, you know, people to learn. If you're a driver out there that is trying to learn the rope,
for every turn, a twist. For every start, an untimely finish. For every win, someone who loses it. For every number, a nation. For every celebration, a brawl. For every split second, years of work. For every heaven, a hell. For every good old boy, a good old girl. For every curse, a prayer. For every ounce of order, a jug of chaos. For every twist, there's a turn.
And we are back. About to go green. 1 car lap down. That is Ryan Jones. Give these 2 laps back. He and Frank Dawson are both 2 laps down. Again, looking for a fun league? Check us out, ERA Racing. At ERA League, I believe, on Facebook. We run everything completely out of a Facebook group. Just don't trust iRacing sending messages to people, because 90% of the time they don't get it or their inbox is full, so why not do it through social media? Alright, pace car is off. Michael Cinzy leading them down. Lapped car Ryan Jones, not going to be an issue, and it looks like Bright didn't get going. Cinzy off to a very nice start. As Towsey got by right. Looking to get clear the lap car of Jones. And they do. Now we're riding along with Jacob Prince, the 88. Having a solid run so far, sitting in the top 5. Also clearing the lap car there. Also got Kenneth Yance behind him. Yance looks like they have bringing some momentum along with him. He was finished 8th at ISM. Now here he is sitting 6th position. And he's got points leader Jonathan Christopher right with him. And Eason just got by Tyler Booth, as you've seen behind him. That is 8th position. Meanwhile, Booth looks to try to come back on him, and Eason's gonna just shut the door there. Meanwhile, up front, it's a little 4-car breakaway. Cinzy's leading, Musso riding 2nd, 3rd. Towsey 4th right. Got 5th of Prince there in the little bit in the picture there. Yeah, there's no way the miles per hour gauges is correct. Ignore the miles per hour. As I seen it hit 201. And I know these cars don't go 201 here yet. Looks like we also got a pass for 3rd place right here, working on it, as it's right in Towsey. I think mine's accurate because it's off my replay. So, and Wright's going to get by Towsey. Ooh, Musso hitting the wall a little bit there. More people hitting the wall, as you can see the sparks flying. Cars are starting to get a little tighter now as we're getting into the run. Musso's going to get passed by Wright, and Towsey looks to follow. So move Wright back up to second. Looks like Prince is sneaking into the picture a little bit more. And Musso holding off, trying to hold off Shikawa after getting that damage. And Towsey's going to get right by Musso. That'll move up Towsey to third. Meanwhile, Jacob Prince has snuck into the picture as the 88 looking to try to gain fourth position for Musso. As Musso is going to give him the bottom lane. Been a pretty good race so far. They're still chasing down Michael Cinzi at the moment. Looks like Brian Wright is the guy chasing him at this moment. Cinzi, again, one of our better drivers of the in the championship. He finished second last week. As currently at this moment, he is sitting second in points, 39 points. As I guess I can run through the standings while I've got them pulled up. As Jonathan Christopher leading the points to Michael Cinzi in 39 back. John Diekman and Brian Wright, who are both tied for third, are 86 back. Adam Musso, currently fifth in points, 119 back. David Caines, who didn't show up, 126 back. Frank Dawson, 136 back from him, or from the lead. Towsey is in 8th position, 181 points back. Ryan Sloan, who didn't show up, is 9th in points. And Anthony Palumbo, 228, out of the lead. And he is your driver in the top 10 in standings. Your last driver. Starting to brighten up a little bit here at Vegas as the clouds have been coming in and out here. Wright looks to be gaining a little bit on him. We're going to check on points leader Jonathan Christopher, who at the moment is running 9th and got a little right front damage. He looks to be getting reeled in by Anthony Palumbo. Palumbo was a winner last week, 10th this week, as he's trying to run down the 79. As he's getting closer and closer. Let's see if I can bring up the Vegas stats on my Dan Lisa. Palumbo led 28 laps en route to victory, led the most laps. As here he is trying to get by Christopher again. as Palumbo's going to get by him. Meanwhile, I believe we have a new leader as Wright just passed Cincy for the lead. As I believe Cincy scraped the wall there. And this is the second lead, second time up front for Wright. Meanwhile, Towsey is sneaking in there to get Cincy as he's popping up into the picture a little bit more. Cincy does seem to have, looks like a right rear damage. As it's crinkled up a little bit there. Meanwhile, we have a car pitting. We have Tyler Booth. He was in the top 10 running. This is his schedule as he looks like he missed his stall a little bit. Thought he was pitting in the back. Let's see if we can get a gauge in on his time. As we're currently getting his pit time. Looks like a 14.9 second stop. As he's gone in the way. Pit stop should be starting shortly, apparently. As meanwhile, Wright's going to go out to a bigger lead. Meanwhile, the battle for second's getting a little bit stiffer as Towsey is starting to pick up the pace on Cincy. As Wright's starting to check out a little bit there. Meanwhile, we have Brian Niels pitting. So he looks to have heavy damage. Meanwhile, looks like we're finally getting this pass for second as Towsey was looking to the inside. And Cincy trying to hold him off. That damage is slowing Cincy down. It's like having a parachute in the back of your car. As we are now halfway. Jonathan Eason looks to also be sneaking up into the picture here as he's been in the back in the at least around 9th, 10th spot, and he's worked his way up into the 4th position. So Eason having a good run going. As apparently Niels is having mechanical issues. He is on pit road for an extended stay. Another car who has been on the tear since we had one of our last restarts had a black flag and had to serve it, went a lap down, got his lap back. Now he's currently 5th is John Diekman. But John Diekman currently on a tear, one of the faster cars on the track at the moment. let's go grab us another driver here. It looks like Easton's sneaking into that battle for the third spot. Easton had a decent run last week. He, like I said earlier, he had the short run speed, just couldn't get the long run speed. Looks like it's the opposite. He's got the long run speed is he's starting to poke through. Don't get the and Cindy in the wall. Cindy in the wall again. He is crashing and burning at this point. Meanwhile, we got Ryan Jones down pit road at this moment. I believe he spun on pit road. He's got it around now. Meanwhile, Jacob Prince is pitting. Probably trying to short pit. He did slip all the way back to, I believe, 5th or 6th at that point. He was battling with Adam Musso, so this is his short pit. Meanwhile, there's the gap right to Towsey. As the laps are closing in. See if right pits yet. These guys should be coming in any time. See if any other guys are pitting at this point. Again, the smaller fuel gauge is making them pit a lot sooner than what they would. I believe it is set up to 60 or 70%. So they was only really able to get a 35, 40 lap run out of it. And Wright is coming down pit road. This is a scheduled stop. Speed limit is 50 miles an hour. You see Palumbo on pit road, and here we go. And Wright is gone. As it kept trying to do the scenic. Meanwhile, a bunch of other cars are coming. Musso, Easton, Diekman, Shikawa, Cinzy, all of them down pit road. I believe, though, that will give the lead to the 88. As now Jacob Prince will have the lead as soon as Kenneth Yance pits. I believe these are the first laps he's led this week, or this season. As he's coming down pit road. And now that will give Jacob Prince the lead. And with that, I believe we will go to our second commercial break. You are watching the iCar Sports Network ERA Racing Series at Las Vegas.
What do you think of Mike Wallace and the Geico Chevrolet?
Whatever. He's out there selling car insurance. I'm out there to win.
Isn't he your cousin?
I didn't say I wouldn't go fishing with the man. All I'm saying is, if he comes near me, I'll put him in the wall.
But you don't race in the Busch Series.
Listen, go-kart track, grocery store, those remote-control boats. When it comes to Mike Wallace, story ends with me putting him in the wall.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
We are back. 25 laps to go. Jacob Prince still currently leading. Towsey and Wright is second and third. You see there's the gap to both of them. Jonathan Eason looks to be in fourth position. Michael Cinzy in fifth. Deekman sixth. Tyler Booth seventh. Adam Musso eighth. Kenneth Yonts ninth. Brian Swafford 10th. As Jonathan Christopher had a costly penalty along with a slew of other things, and the points leader is now 13th position, 3 laps down, if I'm not mistaken. Or 12th, 3 laps down. Anyway, Alzy getting a little bit closer. As Towsey looks to be going to the inside. Nice veteran move there by Prince. Towsey caught you. The leader caught you. Just let him go. At this point, he's just trying to hold out for a good finish. Solid all day. Mostly been running top 5 all day. As Towsey had a good 13.8 second pit stop. And meanwhile, Wright's going to get by Prince as well. Prince pretty much letting the guys go that have been up front most of the race. A good move by him. Now it's just Wright and Towsey. Wright had a terrible 14.3 pit stop. Those seconds really cost him. Towsey was able to beat him out of pit road. Wright, I believe, finished 4th at Phoenix last week. Started 12th. So he went through the field. And again, he's staying right there with Towsey. Towsey, this would be a nice pick-me-up after his terrible start to the season. This would kind of cap it off. Wright almost hit the wall there. As Wright's right there. Again, this is the battle for the lead here. Wright closing it up there. I thought Towsey was going to give him the inside. Towsey trying to use the upper lane above the line. That's been helping him out of 1 and 2, or 3 and 4, but it looks like Wright's been getting him in 1 and 2. There, Wright's gaining the time again. Meanwhile, we got Palumbo up front. Jones right with him. Let's see if lap traffic's going to play a role in this one. So far, it is a two-car race. That's Towsey. Oh, we have trouble. And that'll be a caution, as it looks like the 69 got into the 2. Towsey looks like they have damage. Eason took some heavy damage. Looks like the 69 got tight and just couldn't turn, and this will change a lot of stuff up. That will, as he just blinked there for a second. All right, this will be the money stop. This will be where the money's made, right here on pit road, as I expect everybody to be coming down pit road. As here they come. We'll re-rack them for you here shortly. And Towsey with a 13.7 stop. Musso looks like he took 2 tires. Bright with another 14.4 stop, so all right, we're going to take our final break. We're going to come back and we're going to go green. This is the ERA Racing League Winston Cup Series on the iCar Sports Network.
You might have beaten me to Bristol, but there ain't no way you get to Dago for me.
Driving mighty slow to be talking like that.
Well, that is just adorable. Do me a favor? Let me know how my taillights are working.
Are we gonna do what they say can't be done?
Come on, baby. Come on, don't be like that. Come on. There you go. There you go.
We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound of
Here we go. About to get to the restart with 10 to go. Musso is in first. Second is Towsey. Third is Wright. Fourth is Diekman. Fifth is Prince. Sixth is Yance. Seventh is currently, I'm waiting for it to come back around, is Brian Swafford. 8th is Tyler Booth. 9th, Anthony Palumbo. 10th, Jonathan Eason. 11th, Frank Dawson. 12th, Jonathan Christopher. 13th, Ryan Jones. 14th, Michael Senzi. 15th is Brian Niels. There were your 15 cars that took the green flag. Lights on the pace car are off. It is under 10 to go, so everybody, lap cars and all, are in the back. And Musso's going to get a pretty decent start. Looks like everybody's going to get a pretty decent start here. As Musso only took 2 tires. Let's see how long that lasts. Meanwhile, looks like we're going to have a battle for third here as Diekman and Wright are fighting, but meanwhile, it looks like Towsey's going to pull that pass off quicker than what we thought. As Musso is continuing the fight. That Musso gave him the bottom. And Towsey's going to retake the lead. 8 to go. Ooh, and it looks like Diekman tapped the wall a little bit. Meanwhile, Wright's going to take second for Musso. As Prince got by Diekman, Diekman looking back to the inside of Prince, as you've seen just then. Those two are fighting for position. As Prince get by Musso now, Diekman right with him. Diekman almost looked like he hit the apron there. And I think Musso is regretting his decision to take 2 tires. Meanwhile, Wright, Towsey. These two has been up front most of the day. Towsey had that lap 1 accident as he got the apron and spun, and a bunch of them got involved in that one, and here he is leading the race. Noah brought up the storyline before, but he was 20th in points. Dead last in the standings coming in from Daytona. He has done all that he could to get into the top 10. That was the goal. Meanwhile, the guy behind him let one go at Dover as he let Jonathan Christopher go away with the win. His words, not mine. And here he is again, second place. Chance to win it. Led the most laps already today. Right now, if this was to end like it is, Wright will be second in points. That's the bigger picture. Wright's going to try to go a little bit more into the inside there. As 2 to go here. Wright's getting closer. Here it is, white flag. Wright's looking all the way to the inside. Towsey shuts the door. I don't think Wright's got anything more left right there. That was his best shot, and I think he just shot it. Going around corner number 4, it looks like Shikawa. Towsey going to get that win as Wright crashes it into the wall, trying to get all he could. And Towsey's going to bring home the checkered flag. Second will go to Wright. Third to Prince. Fourth to Diekman. Kenneth Yance picks up his first top 5 finish of the season. Jonathan Eason's going to come 6th. Brian Swafford to 7th. Adam Musso's 2-tire gamble gets him to an 8th place finish. Anthony Palumbo will finish 9th. Tyler Booth rounds out your top 10. Frank Dawson 11th. Jonathan Christopher 12th. Ryan Jones 13th. Michael Cinzy 14th. Brian Niels 15th. That rounds out your entire grid here for this week's race. As Towsey's going to burn them down. Well-deserved win here. Going to try to crack up the standings. As they currently are. Bringing these up off Dan Lisa. I ain't got the graphics technology to do so on our screen currently. Jonathan Christopher will hold a 38-point lead over Brian Wright. Michael Cinzy will drop to 2nd. Diekman will officially be 4th place. And Adam Musso will be 5th in points. Shikawa Towsey moves up to 6th, moves up 2 spots. Dawson's going to still be 7th. Palumbo's going to move up 2 spots to 8th. Wall to 9th. And David Kane's to 10th. And that rounds out your top 10 in points. Again, we'll be at Martinsville next week, so please, please, please make sure to watch that race, because that will be probably one of our most unpredictable races. As again, Shikawa Towsey, winner today at Vegas, and we will see you next time on the iCar Sports Network here for the ERA Winston Cup Series. Awesome race. Nice look at the track after people's done raced on it for 85 laps. So long, everybody, from Vegas.